Good morning. I want you to picture a scene. A man, let's say in his late 50s, stands at his bathroom mirror. He's performing his daily ritual. He brushes his teeth, he shaves, he maybe checks that familiar, slightly more tired face looking back. And in that quiet moment, he makes a decision. A single, silent, seemingly insignificant choice that, I can tell you as a clinical physician, is undermining his health, his vitality, and his future. It is the cornerstone mistake from which so many other problems grow. That mistake is not a thing he does. It is a story he believes. The story is this: my body is a machine that is simply wearing out, and my job is to ignore the noises until something breaks. Let's dismantle the first pillar of this mistake, the one that feels most innocent, the sedentary sentence. This is not about skipping the gym. This is about the profound biological catastrophe of prolonged sitting. We have framed rest as the opposite of exercise. But that is a dangerous oversimplification. When you sit for hours on end, in your car, at your desk, in your favorite chair, you are not resting. You are activating a physiological shutdown sequence. Your body, that exquisite evolutionary instrument built for movement and survival, interprets this profound stillness not as recovery, but as a state of existential threat. The first system to revolt is your metabolism. Think of your large leg muscles, your quadriceps, your glutes, as massive metabolic engines. When you stand and move, these engines are idling, ready to burn fuel. When you sit, you turn these engines off completely. Within 90 minutes of sustained sitting, the production of a crucial enzyme called lipoprotein lipase, responsible for breaking down fat in your bloodstream, dropped by over 90%. Your body, sensing the off signal from your muscles, instructs circulating fat to simply park itself, often right in your visceral cavity, wrapping around your organs. This isn't just about aesthetics. This visceral fat is an endocrine organ itself, pumping out inflammatory chemicals that damage your arteries and disrupt your insulin sensitivity. So you are not passively resting. You are actively instructing your body to store fat, stiffen your arteries, and lay the groundwork for insulin resistance. But the sentence goes deeper, into the very structure of you. Muscle is what physiologists call use it or lose it tissue, and after 50, the lose it signal is already amplified by natural hormonal shifts. Prolonged sitting sends a daily, repeated memo to your brain and your musculoskeletal system. We do not need this muscle mass. Decommission it. This isn't just about strength for lifting boxes, it's about metabolic reserve. Muscle is your primary storage site for glucose. Without it, your blood sugar management becomes more precarious. It's your fortress for protein, crucial for immune function and recovery from illness. As these muscles atrophy from disuse, the supportive architecture around your joints weakens. Your posture collapses forward, your hip flexors shorten, your spine loses its supportive cushioning. That nagging back stiffness, that knee ache getting out of the car, these are not merely aging. They are direct biomechanical invoices for hours of sedentary sentencing. Your skeleton relies on the dynamic pull of muscle and the impact of movement to maintain bone density. Without it, you are quietly, gradually making your bones more porous and fragile. Finally, we must address the signal this stillness sends to your command center, your brain and your hormones. Physical inertia breeds mental inertia. Reduced blood flow from a sedentary body means reduced cerebral blood flow, subtly impairing cognitive clarity, memory, and even mood regulation. Simultaneously, this passive state depresses the production of crucial neurochemicals like brain-derived neurotrophic factor BDNF, which is essentially fertilizer for your brain cells. On a hormonal level, extended sitting creates a double whammy. It blunts the release of human growth hormone, vital for repair and vitality, while simultaneously elevating cortisol, your primary stress hormone. Elevated cortisol further encourages fat storage, particularly around the midsection, and breaks down precious muscle tissue. A vicious cycle. So the man who spends his day seated, believing he is conserving energy, is in fact orchestrating a perfect storm. He is telling his body to store fat, discard muscle, stiffen his frame, fog his mind, and imbalance his hormones. The antidote is not necessarily a grueling daily workout, though strength training is paramount. The antidote is to break the sentence with perpetual, low-grade motion. It is to reclaim your biological identity as a moving being. Set a timer for every 25 minutes, stand up, walk for 3 minutes, pace during a phone call, do a single set of bodyweight squats while waiting for the kettle to boil. This constant movement feeding is the language of life for a man over 50. It jolts your metabolic engines back online. It tells your body you are still very much in the game, and it begins to commute that sedentary sentence into a parole of perpetual vibrant activity. So, let us return to that man at the mirror. His mistake was never a single act of commission, but a pervasive state of omission, a passive acceptance of a narrative of decline. This week, we have dismantled that narrative piece by piece. We have confronted the biological sabotage of the sedentary sentence, the silent crisis of protein poverty, the deceptive toll of chronic dehydration, the systemic havoc of sleep sacrifice, the toxic health risk of social silence, and the dangerous folly of the diagnosis delusion. These are not isolated concerns. They are interconnected threads in a single tapestry, and that tapestry is your vitality. Recognizing this pattern is the essential first step, but it is only the step. Awareness without action changes nothing. Therefore, this moment demands a fundamental shift in identity. You must move from being a passive passenger in your own body to becoming its active, devoted steward. This is not about adding a few tasks to your day. It is about changing the story you tell yourself from one of inevitable depletion to one of intentional maintenance and even renewal. It means redefining discipline not as a punishment, but as the highest form of self-respect. Every time you choose to walk, you are voting against stiffness. Every time you prioritize protein, you are casting a ballot for strength. When you drink water first thing in the morning, you are inaugurating a day of clarity. When you protect your sleep, you are preserving your cognitive fortress. When you reach out to a friend, you are fortifying your immune system at its deepest level. And when you know your numbers, you are taking the helm of your health destiny, navigating by data rather than drifting by assumption. This journey is not a return to a mythical youth, but the conscious construction of a formidable and functional maturity. It is about building resilience, not just for the sake of longevity, but for the quality of every single day you are given. It is about possessing the energy to engage deeply with your work, your passions, and the people you love. It is about clearing the brain fog to think with precision and creativity. It is about moving through the world without pain, with stability and confidence. The power to shape this reality lies not in a prescription bottle or a miraculous supplement, but in the cumulative daily decisions that send a new, powerful signal to every cell in your body. I am still in the fight. I am still building. I am still essential. The conclusion of this speech is not a period at the end of a sentence. It is a question mark followed by an invitation. The question is, what signal will you send starting tomorrow? The invitation is to begin, not perfectly, but persistently. Do not attempt to overhaul all 6 pillars at once. Choose one. Master the protein in your meals. Commit to a hydration ritual. Defend your sleep window with unwavering commitment. One change consistently practiced creates a ripple effect that makes the next change easier. The man in the mirror is waiting for your decision. He is not a machine wearing out. He is an ecosystem, and you are its gardener. Water it, nourish it, prune it, and protect it. The second half of your life is not a cliff to be slowly eased down. It is a territory to be claimed. Claim it with purpose, with knowledge, and with the powerful daily conviction that your choices matter more than your years. Start now. Thank you so much for investing this time in your health and future. This isn't just information. It's an invitation to a stronger, more vital chapter of your life. I believe deeply in your ability to make these powerful changes. If this resonated with you, do me a favor, share it with one other man who needs to hear it. Hit that subscribe button for more actionable strategies, and let me know in the comments below. Which of these 6 points are you committing to first? Your journey starts with that single decision. I'm wishing you strength and vitality. Goodbye for now.